Commissioners, on the 17th of April 2024, Amaswart, an employee of an entity called QTech in Vereeniging, was fatally shot while seated in his car outside his workplace. The employer, which is QTech, had reportedly identified price inflation in a Transnet contract, which subsequently exposed a complex web involving organized crime, police corruption, and significant personal risk for those conducting the investigation. The organized crime unit in Gauteng, under the leadership of Deputy Provincial Commissioner Mbuso Khumalo, assumed the responsibility for investigating Mr. Swart's murder. This case became integrated into the broader Gauteng crime intelligence operation. 3 suspects were apprehended in connection with this murder. First one being Michael Pule Tau, a police officer. Musakekana, Tiero Floyd Denny Mabusela. The charges included murder, conspiracy, attempted murder, possession of suspected stolen property, and possession of unlicensed firearm and ammunition. Forensic examination linked the recovered firearms to several other violent crimes, thereby consolidating the cases against the accused and revealing a larger syndicate allegedly offering nearly R1 million for assassination. Although bail was successfully opposed initially, the accused Michael Puletau was later released on bail on account of health grounds. This development raised considerable concern among the investigators and prosecutors due to the increasing threats, including both verbal and physical intimidation, such as being followed and threatened with harm. Consequently, on the 5th of August 2024, the SPP formally communicated the threats to senior police officials, including myself. In the correspondence, the SPP requested urgent protection measures for the investigators. The letter of the SPP...
and those measures are set out in that letter.
In that letter.
Which is at 371 to 372 of
Okay.
Masemola 2.
Thanks, Commissioners. Yeah. Paragraph 98, in accordance with SAP's procedure, Major General Mbuso Khumalo conducted a threat and risk analysis supported by Major General Kalakala, who is Gauteng Head of Intelligence, and together with Colonel Ntuli, who completed the assessment, concluding that the risk level was high and recommended a 24-hour protection. Subsequently, the matter was escalated to National Office, and a parallel counter-intelligence case was initiated along the primary investigation. Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo, the Divisional Commissioner, was brought into the picture, and given the apparent association of SAPS officials of various ranks, with individuals under investigation, the threats directed towards investigators, allegations of bribery involving magistrates linked to the cartel, concern over police infiltration, and the reduction of the investigation team from 5 to 2 members, particularly due to the threats, it was deemed necessary for Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo to urgently request external assistance. The request was directed to Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi, who then seconded 10 members of the PKTT,
Sorry, yes. And can I just ask you, sorry, can I just stop you there?
Okay.
Sorry, Chair. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mutau. Can you just explain, you'll forgive me if it's been explained, but can you just explain the reduction of the investigation team from 5 to 2?
Commissioner, what it means is that the investigation of the murder of Amaswart, at some point there were 5 investigators. Because of the threats that were directed to this team, some of the members left the team, and there were only 2 left to carry on with the investigation. Sometimes you would want to force members to continue doing a certain work, but at some point when you realize that it might not assist, because you require certain braveness to do certain things, then they had to reduce from 5 to 2.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mutau.
Thanks, Chair. And that led to the request for capacitating that team with the secondment of the 10 members. That's the point you make in the last sentence of that paragraph.
That is correct, Commissioner, and it was brought to my attention and I approve of it.
Yes. But there's something I needed to get you to clarify in paragraph 99. When you talk about allegations of bribery involving magistrates, and perhaps let me just stop there and deal with that one. As I understand, these are only allegations at this stage, but those are still being investigated and looked into. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is allegations that were made specifically in this case, where I'm aware that the 2 investigators, at some point, they were told by one of the seniors that there is 3 envelopes ready, and that one envelope is for the 2 of them, the other envelope is for the prosecutor, and the 3rd envelope is for the magistrate. So that is, of course, allegation. From my side, it's a hearsay, but I'm sure General Kumalo could talk more on that. But it's still under investigation.
Yes, I think the point, perhaps the focus is that those are not concrete findings as yet, but they are allegations that are being looked into. I think that's more the point that I was trying to establish there with regard to those allegations.
That is correct, Commissioner.
That's correct. And equally with regard to the links to cartel members and the concerns over police infiltration, that equally has that status, that it's allegations that are being looked into at this stage.
Yes, it is allegations, yes, that is under investigation, and it might not be a good thing to expatiate more than that.
Okay. Right, and then in paragraph 100, you conclude by indicating that those members that were seconded to the Gauteng team were then integrated into that Gauteng investigation team. But the dockets were never transferred to the PKTT. If I can just ask you to explain that, the integration of the members into the Gauteng investigation team without the PKTT dockets being transferred.
Yeah, what we mean by that is that the members that came from KwaZulu-Natal came to assist the 2 colleagues in Gauteng. But what they were investigating was never taken to KwaZulu-Natal to form part of the political killings task team. Those dockets remain in Gauteng under, of course, this team.